Alrighty guys, welcome back to Tool Time, where we do nothing but tool hauls, tool reviews, how-to videos showing the good, the bad, the mediocre, okay tools. So in this video we're going to dive into some of the tools to get started in the diesel repair. I guess you could use these for automotive too. I mean, this is just kind of like a getting started kit. So let's go ahead and dive into this right after this. Alrighty guys, so starting out, you're going to need your basic stuff. Just get you a cheap little set of filter pliers, because as on big trucks the filters are bigger than your little car filters. These expand from small, that's your smaller size, and they go all the way up to a bigger opening. These are just some cheap ones. These actually, where did these come from? I think these came from Walmart, actually. I believe that's where they came from. They came from Walmart. So that's just your basic filter wrench set. There's no part number on it, or I would give you it. Pretty sure this came from Walmart. It came from Walmart or AutoZone, one or the other. I bought these when I was on the road one day because I left my set here at the shop. I was using them inside. Didn't put them back in my truck. So this is just a cheap set that I keep in the shop now. But you can pick these up for 10 to 15 bucks, I want to say. That's that, just a cheap set of pliers for filters. And then get you a cheaper set of screwdrivers. These are the gear wrench set. Like I've said before, I'm not very happy with gear wrench lately, but I've bought in so much gear wrench stuff over the last years. This here is their big full set that comes with all the flats, all the Phillips, the stars, the Torx. They come with everything, the little precision ones, the stubbies, everything. That set there covers a wide variety of screwdrivers, Torx, stubbies, precision ones, and it has this here where you can put a wrench on it. They're magnetic. Tips of them hold up pretty good. Part number on this is just your 1/4x4 80013 for that particular screwdriver. And then going from that, you're going to want to get yourself a decent 3/8 ratchet. I prefer Carlisle for starter stuff, but some people might not want to spend that much money getting into it. So go and buy you a cheaper ratchet, use it till it breaks, and then at that point you're going to realize, okay, I've used this enough, it's paid for itself, time to step up to something better. Carlisle, in my hands and my thought, is downright great tools. They hang with Snap-on Mac, Snap-on Maco, Cornwell. They hang with all those guys. With that being said, I wouldn't be mad if all I owned was Carlisle or Napa tools. They're great tools. This is their locking flex 3/8. The number on this one, R38LFQR. They're great ratchets. They last. They take the daily abuse. That's a ratchet in the shop, so it doesn't get used as much as the one on my truck. Get you a cheap 1/2-inch ratchet. You're going to need one eventually. Get a cheap one. This here is a cheaper Williams one. Came in a big set of stuff that I got sent to me roughly a year ago. Tool Distribution Warehouse sent me a whole bunch of tools when I was going through changing brands of tools when I bought a couple new service trucks and I was filling them up. So they sent me some Williams socket sets that had ratchets in them to try out. I don't like them, but whatever. You don't have to go out and buy a Snap-on 1/2-inch 3/8, any ratchet to start out. You can get those after you've done it for a couple years or been in the field long enough that you've broke your cheap stuff and you're ready to move up the scale to nicer tools or stuff that's going to last you longer. Whatever. Everybody has their different opinions about different tools. Bottom of the line is you need a 1/2-inch ratchet. So just get cheaper, expensive, whatever you want to. This is the Williams one. The part number on that is 32001. That's just the standard 1/2-inch one. And then you're going to go into your cordless line. I've got the M18 feel hammer drill. has all the settings on it for hammer, screw, and drill. And then you know your that's stuck. 1 and 2 up here. And then this, like every other drill. These are great drills. I've got a bunch of these, a boatload of them on all of our trucks. You can buy the kit that comes with the drill and the 1/4-inch driver, or just buy it all individually. It's all up to you. But going from that, you're going to want to get you a 1/4-inch driver. Let me get the part number off this drill. Sorry about that. Model number for the drill, 270420. The 1/4-inch driver, this is the surge one. These are not as good as the non-surge ones. These surge ones lock up a lot sometimes, but it's whatever. Part number on this one, 2760. It's just your basic 1/4 one, and has your settings down here, and as everybody knows, they're the 4th setting. And then this is the older style low torque 3/8 gun. You don't need the big 3/8 gun that they just came out with, what, a year and a half ago or whatever. You don't need that one first starting out. I mean, you can buy it so you don't have to rebuy it in the future, but these can be picked up cheaper. You can find these used or whatever when you're first starting out. The number on this one is 2754. Yep, 2754. It's under the boot. These boots are on there pretty snug. But from that, I would go ahead and get yourself the Milwaukee Field 2767 1/2-inch gun. These things take an abuse. There's a lot of videos on them on YouTube, all over the place. Do your research. Hands down, this is my favorite cordless gun for work every day. It's been abused. It's been beat on. It's been dropped off the top of a semi-trailer, off the top of a, what was that? Oh, it was on a, what is that? One of those platforms that raises up and down in the air. I dropped it off of one of those on accident, dropped it off the lift, and she's still going good. The batteries will get a little loose in here over time. Don't worry about it. They still work great. But from that, I would get you a complete set of 3/8 sockets, metric and standard. This is the metric set. Impact, I always suggest buying impact before you buy chrome, because you can use your impacts as on a ratchet. Yes, you can use chrome sockets on an impact. I don't do that. I wouldn't do that, but I've seen a lot of people do it. I've done it a couple times when I didn't have the right socket, or I needed that thin chrome socket to slide into a certain spot. But whatever. I suggest buying a impact socket set first, and then slowly buy the chrome stuff. This stuff is a little rusted up. It's been wet before working in the rain. Comes with your little universal here. And then it covers from 22 down to 8 in deep, 8 to 22 in shallow. I don't have a part number on this set. Don't believe there is a part number on this box. No. There's no individual number on the box, but you should be able to find it by Googling it. Here's your 1/2-inch set. Now, don't get me wrong. I know you hear me talk about how I hate the gear wrench ratchet wrenches now. Yes, they're newer style ratchet wrenches, and since they switched manufacturer or whoever makes them now, I don't know. I don't get into all of that stuff. But the new gear wrenches are junk. I don't care what anybody says. I bought 10 cases of the 6 to 32 ratcheting wrenches, 10 sets of them. Every single one of them were junk. We have not had one set that was not broke. I opened 4 of them, and they were broke out of the package. The other ones broke after being used a couple times. I'll never buy another gear wrench, ratcheting wrench. But their sockets, their regular wrenches, and their ratchets are very good products. But the Icon ratcheting wrenches are a great set to get started with. They I've beat the crap out of one with a hammer in one of my videos, and it didn't bend, it didn't dent the wrench up, it didn't break the ratcheting mechanism on the wrench. They last, they're great. This is the metric set. It goes from 8mm all the way down to 36mm, and it does skip. Oh, it skips and doesn't skip nothing. I'm sorry, I thought it skipped something, but it doesn't. No skips. 8 to 36. My most used socket out of here is a 32mm, and this set's 3 years old now. As you can see, it has a little weathering on it, but it's not really that weathered out. Yes, they turn colors and change eventually, but they're doing great. That's the 32. The 33mm gets used quite a bit. Same ways with it. It's got a little bit of weathering on it. The insides of it are really nice. The 32mm on the inside, they're great. You're going to want to get a bigger 1/2-inch set, kind of like this. It doesn't matter what brand you get. You can get the GP, the gray pneumatic ones. You can get Sun X, whatever you want to. I'm just trying to tell you, get you a set that covers from small to big, because in the diesel field you're going to use bigger sockets more than you're going to use little sockets, because with these bigger trucks, bigger bolts. But with that being said, let me grab the wrench set that I suggest you get. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Let me grab it. Get you a set of nice ratcheting wrenches. These ratcheting wrenches, like I said, yes, they're the Icon ones. Yes, the sockets didn't do too well. The 3/8 ones, we have another video coming up on those. I've been using the rest of them. We'll leave that for another video. But this set goes 10 to 19, no skips. The reversible ones. I know some people say they prefer the ones that you flip over to reverse them. I don't understand that. That makes no sense to me, but whatever. That's their opinion. Because my thing is, when you're backing out a bolt, sometimes you get it up against something to where you can't flip the wrench over. Then you can just, boom. All you gotta do is flip the lever. But if you haven't seen the video for my ratcheting wrench video, I'll drop the card up here. It'll be up here or over here. It'll be somewhere around here. Check that video out. It's a great video. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but the service trucks are pulling in. I've got to get off here, guys. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out the video. I'll leave it up here of the wrenches. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Tool time out. Get out and fix something and get back to work.